Did you know only 10% of Shopify stores are profitable? So if your store is making $1 million a year, congratulations. You're in the small but successful minority. So the question is, how do you get from $1 million to $10 million a year? Well, I'm going to show you how. Let's jump into it. So growing your store from $1 million a year to $10 million a year really comes down to only increasing three things, and that's new customer acquisition, average order value, and customer lifetime value. So if we can raise all of those metrics, then you can easily bring your store from $1 million to $10 million a year. So I'm going to walk you through the ways that I increase new customer acquisition, average order value, and customer lifetime value. So first, to really implement a strong new customer acquisition program, you're going to want to create a very highly strategic and efficient advertising strategy. And this strategy is really going to focus on how can you reduce that customer acquisition cost. So, rather than focusing more on retargeting and getting your existing customers to come back to your site, you're really going to want to put a strong focus on new customer acquisition. And this is going to be achieved just by testing. So you want to test as many audiences as you can with the advertising platform, different advertisements, video, static, different copy, different promotions, even different product types for gateway products. So whether you have a sample pack or a variety pack, the name of the game here is really to reduce that customer acquisition cost as much as possible and spend as much as possible as you can on trying to get new customers, and then really making that advertisement as efficient as possible in your strategy for getting those new customers as efficient as possible so you can reduce that customer acquisition cost. Second, the most efficient way to get new customers is really through an affiliate program. So you're going to want to try to get as many people online that are promoting your product to promote with a specialized link that you're going to create for them where they get reimbursed for every order that a new customer places. And in my experience, this has been the best way to reduce new customer acquisition costs. Most of the time I see it, it's about a third or half of what I'm typically spending on advertising platforms. So rolling out an affiliate marketing program for your Shopify store is going to be one of the most efficient ways to get new customers. If you're interested in learning more about implementing an affiliate or ambassador program, I've already created a video on that you can watch, and it'll explain it in a lot more detail. And lastly, for new customer acquisition, one of the best things you can do is utilize your own audience to bring in new customers through a referral program. So utilize your own customer base and give them either points or discounts for bringing their friends or family to your Shopify store. There's a ton of applications you can download even for free that'll help you to implement this, but essentially just try to turn your own existing customer base into marketers for you and promoters for you to bring in new customers. So the second variable in this equation is to increase average order value, and you're going to achieve that by creating one of the most efficient Shopify sites online. You want to reduce the amount of clicks to conversion as much as possible. Make your site efficient, make it easy to use, make it clear to understand. When someone lands on your site, whether it's a landing page or a home page, you want to make it as easy as possible for them to convert. Second, you're going to want to introduce new products. So clearly, if you're already making $1 million a year, you obviously have a product that people like and they're buying. And more than likely, it's only 1 to 3 SKUs that are really carrying you to the $1 million mark. It's not typically a company that has 50 SKUs that all 50 are equally distributed across the top line. Typically, there's only a handful. And what you want to do, and what I don't see a lot of brands take advantage of, is you want to start creating complementary products. So let's say you're selling protein bars. you don't want to come out with another protein bar, okay? All that's going to do is potentially cannibalize your existing products, or it's just going after a market that you've already got a hold of. So what you really want to do is create a complementary product. So if you're selling protein bars, come out with a protein powder. Maybe come out with a different supplement. The idea here is to try to increase that cart value on every single customer, especially your existing customers that are already buying $1 million a year from you. So the idea here is introduce new products to get you to that 10 million mark, but make sure they're complementary products. Don't go start creating products that are cannibalize your existing products. And third, again, I don't see a lot of brands doing this, but you want to upsell your customer base all the time. So whether it's through your email promotions, or whether it's through your subscribe and save program, or even every single time they check out on your website, right in the cart, upsell them on an introductory product, a gateway product, a complementary product, like I mentioned before. You constantly want to be upselling your existing customer base, whether they've purchased from you 1, 3, 5 times, or 30 times. Constantly be upselling your existing customer base to increase that average order value. So the last part of the equation is to increase customer lifetime value. Now, this may sound the same as average order value, but truly it isn't, because at this point, we want to increase the amount of times that a customer will order from you. Now, the first way to do this and the best way to do this is just to increase your customer service. 76% of customers will leave a brand after just one negative experience. So it's important to make sure that you're providing the best customer service as possible so that you maintain your existing customer base, because it costs you a hell of a lot more money to go after new customers than it does to maintain your existing customer set. So make sure you provide the best customer service possible. Second is to implement a rewards program. These are great not only to keep customers coming back to your brand, but keep customers coming back to your Shopify store. Customers love a rewards program. They love to spend more to get more rewards. So there's really no downside to this. You're just going to be offering discounts to your highest value customers to keep them coming back. So a rewards program is a great way to increase customer lifetime value. And lastly, just try to implement a strong retargeting strategy. So you want to try to go after these customers once they're in the system and they're buying from you on a regular basis. Make sure you stay top of mind, have a strong social media presence, do great email marketing, do great SMS marketing, and do great advertising that's strong retargeting. Not everything needs to be promotions. Showcase that you're at this new retailer, or talk about how excited you are to launch this new product or this new flavor. Just staying top of mind of the consumer is one of the best ways you can constantly be increasing customer lifetime value. I've helped dozens of brands make millions of dollars on Shopify, and truly what it always comes down to is increasing new customer acquisition, increasing average order value, and increasing customer lifetime value. So if you can do those three things, you can easily bring your store from 1 million to 10 million and even further. So take some of these tips and tricks, utilize them on your store, and go and grow your Shopify.